One of the most expensive crabs in the world, the red crab. With its sweet flavor, firm meat, and high economic value, the red crab is not only a beloved delicacy, but also a highly sought-after product globally. Join us as we explore the harvesting, processing, and preservation process that keeps this crab's freshness intact in today's video. Atlantic red crab fishing is a specialized fishery activity that takes place in deep offshore waters, where fishermen must contend with rough seas and harsh conditions to harvest this high-value species. The most common method used is bottom trapping, which involves sturdy, box-shaped traps baited with fresh fish or squid to attract the crabs. After about 1 to 2 days, the fishermen return to retrieve the traps. Once hauled up, the crabs caught inside are quickly picked out, roughly sorted, and transferred to a chilled hold below deck, where they are stored in cool, well-ventilated conditions to keep them alive and fresh until the boat reaches shore. After all the traps have been hauled up and the crabs fully collected, the fishing vessel begins its journey back to the temporary receiving station. The travel time can range from a few hours to over a day, depending on the fishing location and weather conditions at sea. When the vessel arrives at the port, the crab unloading process begins. Each crate of crabs stored in the hold is lifted using cranes, pulleys, or manually in the case of smaller boats. Workers carefully transfer the crabs from the hold to the deck, avoiding sudden shaking or impact, as the crabs are highly prone to broken claws or death from sudden temperature changes. The crabs are carefully placed into specialized plastic containers, typically designed with ventilation holes and insulated walls. Inside the containers, ice or cooling gel is used to maintain a stable temperature between 0 and 4 degrees Celsius, the ideal range for preserving crabs without causing them to die from cold shock. Red crabs are primarily used for their meat. After being transported to the factory, the crabs undergo a thorough quality check and sorting process. Next, the crabs are quickly cooled and boiled to preserve their fresh, natural flavor. Once cooled, the meat is carefully extracted, and the shells and unnecessary parts are discarded. The crab meat is then cleaned, meticulously prepared, and packaged, ready for distribution or export. In addition to being processed for meat, red crabs are also frozen whole to meet the diverse needs of customers, making them easier to transport and store for long periods. One of the popular preparation methods is steaming the crabs, which helps retain their natural flavor and the quality of the meat.